Yeah, in hindsight, didn't work. So anytime something doesn't work, you want it back. We've been talking to the kids about being aggressive and attacking this thing for weeks, and I think they did that. Part of it was we had a couple things that we wanted to be aggressive on. We had one earlier that we wanted to see if we got the look we wanted, and we got a look that was really good for it, and I made that call, so that's on me. At that point in the game, I thought all the momentum was on our side. I thought if we got it, we could end the game. The way we were playing, I felt at that point like we had a really good chance of winning the game, and I felt like maybe we were the better team. And you can't really foresee them scoring 14 straight and us sputtering after we'd played well to start the second half on offense. So, again, those are excuses. If I had it over, I wouldn't make the call.
Your defense had a hard time against the run. Did they kind of do what you guys expected? What was good you guys did?
They did a good job with scheme stuff. We gave up a pass we shouldn't have given up against Unbalanced that we just busted. You got to give them a lot of credit. That's a team that we handled last year. Thought we won the match physically last year. We didn't win it today, and I'm surprised by that because what I've seen from the guys in training camp and leading up to the season. I think we got a good team. We didn't get it done today. I feel terrible for the guys.
Yeah, what do you tell the guys that investing so much and coming up short?
Well, it's not going to be one message. It's going to have to be several. We've just lost too many close games, and these guys need something to believe in, and we need to believe in ourselves as a team. I think they do. I don't think there's a guy in our locker room didn't think we were going to come win this game today, and I'm sure they'll think the same thing next week.
Coach, at 7 losses in a row now, what concerns do you have, if any, about your own future with the team?
Well, you got to win in this business to keep your job. That's the way it is. I love Nebraska. I love the state of Nebraska. I love these fans that sacrificed to come over here. I want to thank them. The guys, the coaches, they did everything the right way leading up to this. I wouldn't change a thing about the way we handled the travel. The kids were dialed in. I give Northwestern a lot of credit. Again, they were more physical than us, I thought, up front at times today. Probably more than we were, and that was probably the difference. And we got to get this turned around.
How surprised were you about the physical difference?
I don't know if there was a big difference, but we certainly didn't dominate. And again, I give their staff a lot of credit too. There were some scheme things that they hit us on offense. I think we're going to have to learn as an offensive staff that you got to be a little creative in this league. So we have some things that we can work on. That we did a lot of good things, but it's got to be more of a complete game. Yeah, we did. That's been a good competition all camp. We played the guys that we thought had the best camp and really week leading up to this game. I think it would have been a different kind of game. We'd have gotten more guys in, but it wasn't.
What did you think of Casey making his first start quarterback with the program? Is he good? Obviously,
Yeah, he did a lot of really good things again. But, the good thing about having some new guys is we added a lot of talent to the team, Casey being one of them. There's a learning curve in this league, and, I've gone through it. You just can't be -1 in turnovers and make a bad decision as a head coach on an onside kick and give up a cheap one. These games are all decided by 2 or 3 plays, and there's going to be 9 more of them this year like that, and we have to make sure we're on the right side of those plays.
What was the difference? First 2.5 quarters, Casey, last quarter and a half. And I know some of that wasn't him at all, but what was the difference in the passing between those 2 passes?
I don't know if there was a difference with the quarterback. We lost Travis Vokalek for the game. That that hurt us a little bit on a couple of them. We got to make sure we get them in the right stuff. Again, you know, this is the type of game we're going to be in, where you only get so many drives, and you got to take advantage of them. And 2 turnovers hurt. You know, I think we were up 11 twice in the game, and gave up the lead, which we can't do on defense, and we got to score when we're needed to on offense.
What were your impressions of the tackling, and how did it look tonight compared to how it's looked in practice?
I didn't think we tackled great in open space. I think when it was in the box, it was fine. That's my impression without watching it on tape. So, we missed a couple out in space that we can't miss, and we're going to play guys that are just as talented or more talented down the road. I thought their backs ran great. I thought they did a good job making one more cut and getting extra yards, but we certainly had opportunity to make more plays than we did.
Have you seen Casey make the kind of plays, the kind of play that he did on the scramble on the reversing field and throwing down to Isaiah? Is that something that you expect him to do?
Yeah, he's a better athlete than people think. You know, he came out on fire, and we just didn't create any of those big plays when we needed to down the stretch. But we can't put ourselves in that situation. You know, I'll take 7 of it for making the onside kick decision. You don't win a lot of games in the Big Ten giving up 31, so we have some things to answer on defense. If you can score 31, you usually win games, and we didn't on offense, so we have some things to look at there as well.
What are the challenges now to come back from this? I mean, you got this long plane ride, you got to turn around and play next season. How do you get these guys to focus in knowing that there's still a lot more left?
Culture, leadership, which is the best we've had. These guys need to do it for each other, and they will. We got a really tight team. Again, I can't say enough about how they approach this game. The travel over, everything that they did. This is a tight group, the tightest group we've had, and they're going to have to lean on that after a disappointing start.
Coach,
How did you adjust to not calling the offensive plays yourself?
It's tough for me. You know, I've said this, there's no one way to do things. But I think we can cooperate and a little bit more. You know, probably the thing that hurt our offense is when we got in situations where we were just running the ball. We weren't efficient enough, and when you gain yards on those plays, it gives you more opportunities to run the stuff that you think could hit big.
Coach, sorry, last question. I'm sorry, it's a hard one, but if things don't start going in the right direction, is there any point in time where you would consider stepping down?
No, absolutely not. I love Nebraska. I'm going to fight with the guys as long as I can fight.